MBL Network. We are live right now, and that is our sponsor, Anarchy Beats. On the track, it's a future type beat, 2018. It's called Momentum, produced by D-Tracks. You can check it out. Go to YouTube, type in Anarchy Beats in the search. You'll find the channel. Search by channel. And that is our sponsor right now. We are live rebuilding the Redskins on Building the Franchise Washington Redskins, episode number 2. I'm sorry I missed you. I hope you guys had a fabulous Thanksgiving. Let me know what you guys ate. What was the best thing you had? All right, we got to move forward here. Washington Redskins, Dallas Cowboys tonight. It's going to be a fun ride right now. Let's take a look at the recap. What did we miss out? Darius Geis leading the way. Our Washington Redskins are 3-1. You see it in the bottom right. New York Giants still doing what the Giants do. They're 0-4. Eagles are 1-3. Cowboys 4-0, and that's who we're playing tonight. Believe it or not, it's time for Alan Ritchie, the rookie quarterback, to step up. We saw him last time. They took an L. Redskins are 3-1. Head coach Gruden. The ability for our team to play on all levels this season is what I'm happy about. Special teams, the rushing attack, and the defense has done an incredible job of taking pressure off the rookie quarterback, Alan Ritchie's shoulders to start his career. We're going to stay true to that all-around play every week. We get a chance to make a statement tonight against the defending NFC East, defending NFC champion, back-to-back NFC champion. And we're very excited for this game. Are they really excited, though? Are they really excited? Are they ready to get it rocking and rolling right now? I got to know. What do you guys think in the chat? We'll let everybody flood in. 22 viewers right now watching Building the Franchise Washington Redskins. Appreciate everybody stopping by. We got some more information to check out today. Today's matchup, here we go. 3-1 Washington Redskins, second in the NFC East. Cowboys first. They're 11th in the MBL in points per game. Our Redskins at 28. The Cowboys are second at 35. I'd assume the Browns are first. 23rd in the MBL passing yards and first in the MBL in rushing. As we said, Darius Geis has been balling. A couple re-signs we're going to talk about as the game progresses, but it's time to get down to the field. I'm going to tell these guys to go ahead and ready up. Let's get it rocking and rolling right now. Kyle, Fish Fillet in the chat. We're going to see him afterwards. You guys see this at the top right here? You guys see this? Week 5 live review? Yeah, that's going to be Nemo calling into the chat. And we also got a pretty cool stat about Nemo today. Let's go ahead and put it on the screen. Let's show what we got. Nemo, MBL career record, 34-30. 2 division titles, 8-8 record last season. Trying to improve. Let's see if we can get it rocking and rolling. Let's go ahead and let's get down to the game. It's just time. It's time to head down to the game, and we're already there. Dallas Cowboys, Washington Redskins tonight. I'm going to tell these guys to ready up. We got some more information, some more stat lines to look at. If you want to see the Nemo thing again, I'll put it right back on the screen. Here he is. It's $1 million smile. A smile that only a mother could love. Big game tonight. 4-0 Dallas Cowboys Z-Star. We all know about his pedigree. Let me go ahead and tell them to ready up right now. I think they're already going to ready up. We saw him last week, week 5, man. It was not a good outing for this team. I mean, week 1, excuse me. The Washington Redskins took on the Arizona Cardinals. It wasn't pretty. It was our episode 1. We didn't come back for the Thanksgiving weekend. Obviously, it was a rushed weekend. Couldn't get it together. They were playing the Eagles. October's got a little bit of a tough schedule at times. So we said, you know what? Let's just take the Cowboys game. It's going to be a bigger game anyways. Take the Dallas Cowboys game, and then we're going to have another game coming up this week. Since we're waiting right here, let's go ahead and take a look at the schedule we got upcoming. For the Washington Redskins, here it is on the screen right there. The Arizona Cardinals, we lost that game. We defeated the Minnesota Vikings, which was our blowout big-time win last year where they dropped over 50 points. They dropped the 50 burger on tout. They come back season 35, play him week 2. They win 39-33. The Ravens, they win 19-3 in Baltimore. Then they go to Philly, and they beat the Eagles 40-10. As you see at the bottom of the screen, that's the most recent game, excuse me. Finished 8-8 last season. These Washington Redskins are just trying to find their way into the playoffs. Last year, 2 teams from this division made it. I expect similar this year as well, but we'll see how it plays out. David Irving, we had a couple re-signs. We'll get into one of them right now. Let's go ahead and check it out. Re-sign of Zach Brown. Zach Brown is signed 3 years, $17.7 million. Zach Brown is an older player. I'm going to show him on the screen right here. He's 30 years old. You see it on the screen. Let's go ahead and transition off of that. Let's get it off the screen. Let's take a look at his Daddy Leagues page right here. This is a 30-year-old. They got 3 years, $17 million. What do you guys think? Good sign, bad sign, Zach Brown. I know he's got some speed and some JU ice. That's the juice. 87 speed, 84 agility, 86 excel for the 6'1", 251-pound middle linebacker from North Carolina. He's a Tar Heel. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. And once again, guys, for you guys watching right now, this is Anarchy Beats, sponsor of the MBL Network. Along with Web3Cast.com, if you're looking for affordable graphics for all your creative needs. The Washington Redskins are going to start on offense, so I guess there's no better time than now to go ahead and check out this offensive lineup that we got in Washington. No injuries. Alan Ritchie, Darius Geis, Jamison Crowder, Paul Richardson, Josh Dotson, Jordan Reed. At the lineman position, right tackle, John Boswell, Dawson Tuitt, Graham Lincoln, Brandon Scherf, and Trent Williams. Those are going to be 3 captains on your team right now. Let's see if they can get it rocking and rolling. Here we go, dropping back. Alan Ritchie. Oh, dangerous throw, almost picked off on the first play. You're saying, who's Alan Ritchie, Bomber? Help me out. Don't worry, I got something for that as well. Alan Ritchie, number 8, Washington Redskins. He was the 9th pick in the first round of the MBL Season 35 rookie draft. 6'5", 230 pounds from USC. He's a Trojan, so we all know he's gonna suck. So he didn't expect me to say that, but it's true. USC quarterbacks are just not good. Matt Leinart, shall I continue? Watch Crowder there on the left side. He's going to be on a little zig. We'll circle him right here, check him out on the left side. It looks like it's going to be man coverage here for the Dallas Cowboys. Empty backfield for Alan Ritchie. It is man coverage. No, it's not. It's zone. Oh, he had a slant over the left side that would have picked up the first down. He missed some, but Josh Dotson gets it done anyways. Let's take a look at Josh Dotson and see what he's done this year statistically for the Washington Redskins. We showed the offensive lineup already. We do have the defensive lineup and the captains of this team as well. On the season, Josh Dotson, that's his 9th catch. And I'll put it on the screen right there. It's Crowder, Jordan Reed, and Paul Richardson, the big 3. They call it the dynamic trio. I know you usually say dynamic duo, but this is a dynamic trio. The big 3 in Washington. Underneath, bad pass by Ritchie, gets away from it. 1 for 3, 12 yards, kind of a slow start. Just a little shallow cross, looking for just a little drag. You got a drag running this way. Then another one coming back this way. This one's wide open. Got a lot of field in front of him, and he just can't make the throw. Let's go ahead and put up Nemo's record once again on the screen. That's the owner of the Washington Redskins in the MBL. He's 34-30. 2 division titles, 8-8 record last season with these Washington Redskins. He took the Washington Redskins for the Madden 19 cycle. This is season 3 for Madden 19. As guys, really nowhere to run. Nice defensive play by number 31 of the Dallas Cowboys. It's Byron Jones. All right, let me catch up in the chat right now, see what we got going on. A lot of activity. Fish Fillet says he's excited. Anarchy Beats in the building. What's going on, man? Appreciate the sponsorship and the opportunity to play some of your great instrumentals. Oh, dangerous throw over the middle. Geis finds Jamison Crowder. I guess there's no better time than ever to talk about this dynamic duo that's turned into a trio. We got Jamison Crowder. We got Paul Richardson Jr. Yeah, they're a little older, 28, 29. Jamison Crowder last season, 64 receptions, 1,100 yards, 11 touchdowns, 7.5 yards per catch. 5'9", he's 27 years old. And then on the flip side, on the other side of the field, we got Paul Richardson Jr. He's 6'10", $170, 28 years old. He had 60 catches, 1,170 yards. They're trying to get it rocking and rolling. Toss to the outside. Geis, oh, feeling nice. 35, 30. Oh, a spin move would have beat him. Got to the outside, but it was all about the seal that they got on the middle linebacker, Jalen Smith. You had Smith just kind of leaking. He's sitting over here just waiting. Toss comes this way. They do a great job. They seal the edge right here. He's able to get outside and pick up a first down. Chains are a-moving in Washington. On the season, Washington Redskins sitting at 3-1. The Dallas Cowboys are 4-0. Don't forget, tomorrow night we have MBL Live Super Show. I'm going to get the details and the time here in just a second. A little counter to the left side. Take a look at the upcoming schedule for our Washington Redskins. Tonight is the Dallas Cowboys. Then they take on Seattle, and then they travel to San Francisco to take on the Niners. And then back to against the Cowboys, but this time it's going to be in AT&T Stadium against those Dallas Cowboys. New Orleans Saints on the road as well till they go home to play the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's a pretty tough schedule. We'll take a look at it a little bit more in depth here in just a second. Single back formation, dropping back, looking, cooking. Looking at A, takes a shot at B over the middle. Nice pass. Paul Richardson Jr. picks up the first down. Nice little pitch and catch from the rookie, Alan Ritchie. You take a look at this offensive lineup and you think to yourself, where is the superstars on this team? A lot of good players, but not any really great players. Injury concerns were an issue coming into here. Can Jordan Reed, the Capitan, at tight end position stay healthy? He has. There's no injuries on the Washington Redskins side, and I hope I didn't just jinx them right now as we're in Week 5. MBL Season 35, Week 3 of Madden 19. An MBL Live broadcast. Someone guessed what that is. What do you guys think number is tomorrow? Or an MBL Live broadcast. Dangerous pass over the middle. Touchdown Washington Redskins, and just like that, they're on the board. Oh, what a nice pass right there. Allen Ritchie high passing it and pointing it, and they're trying to upset these Dallas Cowboys right now here in Week 5 of MBL Season 35. We got some MBL Twitch moments. You're going to want to check it out tomorrow night. Don't miss any of the action. Twitch.tv/MBL Network. We got a super show. That means 2 games on the screen, one time. It's going to be rocking, rolling, and strolling right down your lane. If you like Madden Entertainment, you're going to want to check that out, as we're going to have the face cam on our MBL Network director. It's going to be a fine, fine time. The times for tomorrow night on Twitch.tv/MBL Network is going to be 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got the Giants versus the Buccaneers, and then the Panthers versus the Packers. Oh, man, you're going to get to see Carolina. T. Porter, he's 3-1. The Packers coming off a big win against the Jacksonville Jaguars. And a lot of space there for Zeke Elliott. Just a little too antsy to get outside. I'd like to see Z-Star kind of control himself here and then get there, but he kind of loses control, turbos in this direction. Kind of changes his momentum, still adapting to that real player motion here in Madden 19. We're going to take a look at the defense in here just a second after this play. Single back formation, 2 tight end, 2 wide receivers. Hand off up the middle. Zeke Elliott nowhere to go. Let's take a look at his defense that just plugged up. Zeke Elliott, 3rd and 3. Jonathan Allen, Matthew Adonis, Darren Payne, Ryan Kerrigan, Preston Smith, Zach Brown, DeAndre Gold. That's the front line, front 7 for this defensive unit in Washington. Then you have Quentin Dunbar, who was recently extended. We're going to have his extension on the next transition. We'll talk about that in just a play or two. Adonis Alexander, Troy Ape, and DJ Swearinger is going to be a El Capitan for this defensive side of the ball. Dallas dropping back on a 3rd and 3. Looking over the middle. Throw. Finds his man, Will Tye. A 3rd-round trade in MBL Season 33. Will Tye, we covered it on the Building the Franchise Dallas Cowboys 2 seasons ago. He was traded for a 3rd-round pick to New England, and they shipped off Will Tye, and he's just been phenomenal for this team. Let's take a look at that re-sign to Quentin Dunbar. They signed him a 2-year deal, $10.2 million. The 28-year-old is he's going to be getting paid just a little bit, not a ton. Dallas Cowboys trips to the right side. Watch Pettis, number 18. Play action, looking. Pettis gets jammed up. He's not there. Takes a shot on the deep comeback left side. Picked up by number 2. Actually, number 82 is Pettis. Number 18 is Randall Cobb. Pettis picks up the first down. They brought him over from San Francisco. I believe that cost them a 2nd-round pick. I could be wrong. So we have an MBL Live game, Week 5 action. Giants, Buccaneers, Panthers, Packers. That's going to be Twitch.tv/MBL Network tomorrow, Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then another Super Show on Friday night. I'll have the details in just a second. Nice pass to the right side. Dallas looking and cooking. Pettis trying to get stripped. It ain't happening. Down he goes. Dak Prescott, tree for tree, 53 yards. Balling. Week 6 action. We got the Broncos versus the Raiders. Then the Cardinals versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Super Show, MBL Live Week 6. Broncos-Raiders, that could be cool. 2 teams we don't really see too much. Counter to the left side. Zeke Elliott, 1 man to beat. Just a little sidestep on Ape right there. Number 30 just kind of goes this way, goes left, and just kind of sells him and then cuts right back right. And the safety, who's a hard-hitting, fast safety, over-pursues the play, and Zeke Elliott picks up the first down. This is a very tough matchup against this 4-0 Dallas Cowboy team. How can you stop them inside the red zone? Currently this season, they're 2nd in the MBL inside the red zone with red zone efficiency. Number 2. Number 1 is the Cleveland Browns. Man in motion, number 17. Dropping back, looking at the post. Goes underneath, hits the spot route. He gets hit. It's knocked out. Allen Hurns, little shaky receiving the ball, and a great defensive play for the newly signed, re-signed, extended Zach Brown. Let's check him out. He got a contract. We talked about it earlier. 3 years, $17.7 million. 30-year-old linebacker, 87 speed. You know, he still looks like he's got a little JUIs left in the tank. That's the juice. If you're just now tuning in, that's the juice. All right, here we go. Shotgun formation. Zeke Elliott to the right side. That's a handoff to the left side. He's walking into the end zone. He's walking into the end zone. They try to stop him. Just a nice run. Z-Star with great play calling right there. And that's how you get on the board if you're the Dallas Cowboys. You just have to do a better job than that. That's all it is. You're watching bonus coverage here on the MBL Network. Kick is up. It's good. Building the franchise, Washington Redskins, episode number 2. You're going to ask, when is the next episode going to be for Building the Franchise? It's actually going to be this weekend. I have it in the description below. You can check it out. It'll be Saturday, December the 1st, excuse me, or December 2nd, Sunday. One of those nights we'll have the next game. 7-7, Washington Redskins trying to respond to the response from the Dallas Cowboys. It's a respond of a respond of a respond right now. And speaking of responding, Jamie and his Portland Trailblazers is NBA 2K. He's going to have to respond. He's down 3-0 right now, guys. The San Antonio Spurs are not letting up on Jamie. What is he going to do? Here we go. Single back formation. Watch. Nobody over the top. A lot of guys in the box, but it's a bluff. Go underneath. Nice little pitch and catch. They got an opportunity with Dylan, number 89. He's feeling fine down to the 39-yard line. If you just looked at the box on that play, and you just took an opportunity to say, that didn't look like cover 2. That looked like it was going to be a cover 0. I mean, you had the box sitting right here, and everybody, you got nobody over the top. Ball got hiked, and everybody dropped back, and that's what allowed the flat to kind of leak wide open, and the Redskins continue to move the chains. I like what I'm seeing from this rookie, Alan Ritchie. We'll have some statistics on him in just a second. Counter to the left side. Guys, he tries to get outside. He does. Great blocking, as that's what's allowed him to be phenomenal this year. Alan Ritchie's a rookie, number 8. He's a USC Trojan, University of Southern California, 9th pick in the MBL Season 35 rookie draft, first-round selection. Appreciate the 28 viewers right now watching Building the Franchise, Washington Redskins. Remember, we cover a new team every season. So far, we've covered the Dallas Cowboys in MBL Season 33 for Madden 19, MBL Season 34, our second season for Madden 19. Covered the Indianapolis Colts, 2 playoff teams. And right now, the Redskins sitting at 3-1. And they're competing against this heavily favored Dallas Cowboys team. Redskins making some adjustments at the line of scrimmage, going through some, just checking out different plays. Looking to the outside, looking at the flat, not there. Goes left side, little curl route, beats the user. Jamison Crowder picks up the first down. Let's take a look at today's matchup. I mean, you got 4-0 versus 3-1. 35 points per game is the Cowboys. 28 points per game is the Redskins. Expect this to be a hot and heavy, highly contested contest. Yeah, highly contested contest. Guys know where to go on 1st and 10. I think it's going to be an up-and-down game. So far, we're on pace for a 28-28 game. The Cowboys are averaging 35 a game. Redskins 28. What do you guys think final score? Any final score predictions right now? Russ the Bust in the chat saying Super Show. Jamie saying Bucks bounce back incoming. What about the Blazers bounce back? Let's see if he responded to that. Zeke. See, Jamie said it. DeRozan and Burton's cheese. Davis Berton's cheese. All right, here we go. Drop it back, looking, cooking. He's got all kinds of time. Way to manipulate the pocket by the rookie, but just nobody's there. He's going to have to throw it away. He does a great job. So he drops back and he notices, hey, this guy on the edge with the pressure, he's about to get over the top if I drop back anymore. So he sits inside a little bit, allows his offensive player to kind of regain his control of the block. Then he winds his way back outside. The only problem is no playmaker and anybody to roll with them. Everybody was down the field, not looking back. And unfortunately, Alan Ritchie, the 9th overall selection, the quarterback, number 8, the great number 8 is what they're calling him. Early in his career, I don't know if he's going to be great just yet. It's only been 4 games so far. Underneath, dangerous throw. Crowder picks it up as 30 tried to jump that in the air. It's going to be 4th and 12, and the Washington Redskins are going to have to settle for a field goal. Kick is down. Kick is up. Kick is bueno. 4:55 left in the second quarter. We got 17 total points on the board. Over and under on 48 points being scored in this game. We'll say 50. Over and under on 50.5 being scored. What do you guys think? Bananas, you got to have an answer for this. King Doob in the chat saying, we got a Big 12 shootout, boys. It might be. You can't make score predictions in the middle of the game. Sean Wharton, that's absolutely correct. I am going to ask for score predictions now, though. I think so many points are going to be scored, Sean, that is going to matter too much. AA saying 27-17 Cowboys. So AA doesn't think there's many points left for the Washington Redskins. He has them getting 17. They already got 10, 4:52 left in the second quarter. Still a lot of time left. Can't settle for 3 against Z, AA says. Yeah, but also another rule would be you can't. The Dallas Cowboys are really good in 3rd and longs and 2nd and longs, so you have to send pressure even on 3rd and 2nd and longs. But to AA's point about not settling for 3, another rule has to be in there. You cannot be inside field goal range and come away with nothing. So going away with 3, I'm okay with it as long as it doesn't become a trend, AA, but I don't want to see them get into field goal range and then end up getting sacked or sack fumbled or something happening where they end up losing that field position and not coming away with anything. That's the big killer against the Dallas Cowboys. Bleacher Report in the chat saying under 50.5. 50.5 would be a 28-25. That would cover it. What do you guys think? Over, under? Everybody's saying under. Under on Kevin Teague saying under. This game will have more points than LSU and Texas A&M. No. There's no 7 overtimes here. Allen Hurns underneath. Nice little pitch and catch. 4 for 6. Dak Prescott. 64 yards. We talked about it earlier, but if you're just tuning in, let's go ahead and check out the defensive lineup for our Washington Redskins. Newly signed, re-signed, extended, Zach Brown, middle linebacker. He's a Capitan. And Quentin Dunbar, the DB. He's also been re-signed and extended. Whatever it is, Dak Prescott rolling out too much time. There's just nothing was there. And Dak Prescott, if you don't contain him, even though he fumbles there as Swearinger makes the hit, Dak Prescott drops back. He's looking. He's got a spot sitting right here. He's got a corner here. He's got a streak. Everybody's pretty much cleared. This guy ends up rolling up the field. Dak Prescott just does a great job manipulating the pocket, then getting out of the pocket and taking off. It's as simple as that. If you don't have your head on a swivel as a defensive lineman or a linebacker, he's going to burn you because he's a dual-threat quarterback. He can pass and he can run. Here we go. Looking to the right side. Nice little underneath pass. Randall Cobb, they've loved that pickup. Since he came to the Dallas Cowboys, he has made an immediate impact on this team. He came over as a 29-year-old. I believe he's 31 right now. I'm going to get him on the screen. We're going to pull up his player card and check out what Randall Cobb has left in the tank. So far in the season, Randall Cobb 10 catches, 213 yards. He's not nearly the receiver he was last year at 46 catches, 909 yards, and 4 touchdowns. But the 5'10", $192 from the University of Kentucky at 30 years old still got a little juice left. And speaking of the devil, Randall Cobb. And I mean that in as much as a superficial way as you can. He's the devil to the Washington Redskins' chances of being an NFC East champion. He's just a slippery. He's slippery. He's just a slippery wide receiver. Here he is, 30 years old, 5'10", $192. 89 speed, 92 excel. He gets it done. Hand off to the left side. Zeke Elliott just going to truck his way into the end zone. Touchdown. Love that animation, Madden. Madden 19, that is something you normally don't see. He keeps his feet churning, keeps his feet moving, keeps pounding, and eventually finds his way into the end zone. That's a hard 6 there for Zeke Elliott in this Dallas Cowboys offense. And right now we're going to be looking at a response from the Washington Redskins and their young quarterback, Allen Ritchie. You're watching the MBL Network here on youtube.com/Madden Bomber League. Oh, there's space on number 14, 50, 45, 40. They're both out of gas. I think he's going to get. Oh, no, he gets shoestring tackled. Oh, that's big. Oh, number 14 just returns it up the middle, does his best Bananas impression, tries to get outside, but can't take it to the house. I think Bananas has a guy that's got like eight touchdowns, to the point where it's almost worth just squib kicking it to him. Cowboys receivers having a solid season. Cobb is digressing, whatever that means. All right. Slam. English, please. Is there a history of MBL show I could watch to get caught up? Kevin Ting. No, this is only episode number 2. Excuse me, I don't know why I got that line on the screen. This is episode number 2 of this Building the Franchise series for the Washington Redskins. If you're looking for information on who's on the team and what's going on, go to MaddenBomberLeague.com. That'll take you to our Daddy League's webpage. If you want some information on the history of MBL, go to 365.MaddenBomberLeague.com. And the 365 is because we go August to August all year long. Offense is on the field right now. Jamison Crowder, Paul Richardson Jr. are the two big targets. Paul Perkins trying to make a cut up the field. Let's take a little bit of a look at Crowder and Paul Richardson Jr., what they did last year to help this Washington Redskins offense get a formidable 8-8, respectable win-loss record. 64 receptions for Crowder, 1,100 yards, 11 touchdowns, 7.5 yards per carry. Paul Richardson Jr. at 28 years old, 60 receptions, 1,172 yards. He's been phenomenal. Looking over the middle, dangerous throw. No, it's not. Paul Richardson, and right on the money. The Washington Redskins respond, and just like that, this offense is rocking and rolling. I mean, look at this. Guys, Richie, Crowder, Richardson, Dotson, there's talent with Reed. You just don't see them having that superstar player, but maybe Alan Ritchie, the 9th pick in the MBL season 35 rookie draft, he might be the guy. What do you guys think about Alan Ritchie? Big-time prospect here. He just really seems like a gunslinger. 30 viewers right now watching Building the Franchise, Washington Redskins. English is difficult, bummer. Oh no, number 83 right back at you. And I told you, who put the under on 50.5? The Dallas Cowboys return a kick. Yeah, special teams is just crazy this Madden. It really is just phenomenal work. It's almost worth squib kicking to some of these guys, but right there, that's a touchdown. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for our Washington Redskins. They're going to take on the Seattle Seahawks at home, then head to San Francisco, which the San Francisco game might be on our episode 3. As I said, we're going to do it this weekend, so it'll be December 1st or December 2nd. And then we have the Dallas Cowboys again, which it might be that game. I mean, guys, let me know which game you want to see. You want to see this game this weekend, or you want to see a game like this weekend? Or wait a little bit. I would like to see the Niners. I want to see a kosher win for this team, because it just really seems like it's been a struggle for my Washington Redskins to get a W here on Building the Franchise. I mean, they lost week 1 against the Cardinals, which I thought was a money win for this team. They end up losing that game. Then they win 3 in a row. Now they're playing the Cowboys. If they lose this one, we got to get them on there with the Niners. I think Darth Ben isn't going to be have enough firepower to keep up with his team. They're down 21-17 right now in what has been pretty much a pure shootout between both teams. Special teams, offensively, these teams have looked really good. One high safety here. Handoff up the middle. Paul Perkins, nice job. Oh, he tried to spin right there. This is a nice job. So he takes this little read option. He's supposed to go this direction. He cuts it back up the field. He's got one man to beat, and he tries to spin him up the field, which would have been easy peasy lemon squeezy. That would have been a touchdown. Notice the substitutions, the manual substitutions from Darius Geis and Paul Perkins. They're doing this because Geis has a history of being injured. We talked about that in episode 1. They're going to really try to preserve him here. A little halfback base here. Let's see if they can get on top of this Dallas Cowboys team. Handoff left side. He's got space. Falls forward. Picks up the first down. Kind of lost control over his player there, right there. Geis just a little too speedy around the edge. I think he could have just turned that one upfield with the same principle he did the last one. He's cutting here. Kind of just walk upfield and pick it up. Instead, he kind of turbos right here, loses control. It still ends up picking up the first down, so you can't complain. $1:48 left in the second quarter. Zero block shedding by the kicking team is what Hound's saying. Bleacher Report in the chat saying we are rocking here in the nation's capital. Here we go. Richie's dropping back, got wide open space, lobs it over the top. Josh Doctson is making plays for this Washington Redskins offense on the season. Dotson has not been maybe a premier guy for this offense. He's not up there with the Paul Richardson Jr.'s, the Jamison Crowders, and the Jordan Reeds, but he's right there. That's his 10th catch on the season. He has 2 in this game so far. Here we go, dropping back. Alan Ritchie looking, cooking. He's got time. Time's running out. Down he goes. That's what I'm talking about, dropping back. Let's take a look on the screen right there. You see it. Josh Dotson, 8 catches, $144, no touchdowns. It's been pretty much Crowder, Reed, and Richardson Jr. kind of sharing the load. They've kind of been the big 3 offensively for the Washington Redskins. Here we go, dropping back. Richie looking. Here comes the pressure. Down he goes. And this is what I'm talking about. I just talked about this double A. They're at the 46. So back-to-back sacks has taken this team out of field goal range. And that's just what you can't do. If you're watching right now and you're just tuning in, we talked about this earlier. Double A says coming away with 3 will hurt you. You got to come away with 7. My theory is you have to come away with points. Yes, if you come away with 3 too many times, it's going to hurt you. Right here, again, another aggressive-looking blitzing set. It doesn't come. 4-man rush looking. He's got time over the middle. Gets a little clogged up. Can he hold on to the ball? No, he can't. See, I would have liked to see a run right there, a draw play, something. It looked like the post was going to be open, actually, but he got kind of jammed up on one of the defenders about right here. And it just changed the trajectory of the ball. Trajectory. Kick is up. Punting it down to the 10. Special teams has played an important role. That's a block in the back. Z-Star can just fall down right here. That's going to go against the Dallas Cowboys. 49 seconds left in the half. They got 1 timeout. I think the Cowboys just sit on this ball. Maybe a couple runs and see if the Redskins are willing to burn some of their timeouts. Let's not get a little too crazy. 30 viewers right now watching Building the Franchise. Washington Redskins, appreciate you stopping by. This is episode number 2. You are checking out a very tough game right now. Dallas Cowboys 4-0. Washington Redskins 3-1. The Redskins were 8-8 last season. Trying to get back into it right now. Underneath, finding his man, Randall Cobb. Nice pitch and catch there from Dak. And it looks like they're going no huddle. They're getting really aggressive right now. Play action again. Got a man underneath. Takes him underneath. Finds his man. It's Allen Hurns. He picks up a little bit more. I just don't know if there's enough time for Dallas with this style offense to get down the field. Shotgun formation. Zeke Elliott to the left. Standing up is Will Tye. That's the tight end. They traded a 3rd-round pick for him. The Dallas Cowboys in MBL season 33. Currently MBL season 35. He had a man wide open across the middle of the field. Didn't hit him. Is he going to throw it to him now? No, he's going to take off running. And Dak's just out of gas right there. I mean, what's going on? What is going on? That just didn't make any sense. I mean, he had a man breaking across the left side of the field. Dak, that could have been, he was rolling this way. That would have been a nice little Brett Favre-esque throw. Wide open space. He doesn't take it. And now he's going to play a little bit more conservatively on 2nd and 2. And they're probably just going to run the ball here and get to halftime. October in the chat saying hurt Dak. And up the middle. Oh, big time hit on Zeke Elliott. But he's getting back up in what has been a back and forth affair. The Dallas Cowboys go into halftime up 21-17. Let's take a look at what we thought when we came into this game about today's matchup. We looked at these two teams. 3-1 Washington Redskins, 4-0 Dallas Cowboys, 35 points per game for the Cowboys, 28 for the Redskins. I knew it was going to be a shootout. That's why I'm setting the line at about 50.5, guys. It's just my thoughts, though. Special teams run for the Dallas Cowboys. See, there was no reason to really get too aggressive before half for the Dallas Cowboys because they were getting the ball to start the second half. They got a 4-point lead. The last thing you want to do is something crazy and allow your team to essentially give up points for no reason. High formation for Dallas. No, this is pistol formation, excuse me. Man up to the left side. Oh, my gosh, the blocking. Wide open space. That's just a walk in the park. Spin move. Zeke Elliott down to the 35. Gets pushed out of bounds at the 34. And that is just, that blocking is just so good. To the left side, I mean, is anybody else experiencing those kind of holes? Or those kind of openings? Something about Moses and the Red Sea right there. It just all parted ways. They held everything down, and Zeke Elliott was able to take a stroll in the park and pick up quite a few yards. That's just too much. Watch this dual tight end to the right side over here for the Cowboys. Okay, they're moving one over. That's Swaim. Jeff Swaim has been an integral part of the run game for the Dallas Cowboys. Will Tye is a passing attack hero. Play action. Look at Will Tye. Goes to him. Finds him. Nice pitch and catch. Swearinger, the safety, trying to pick up. Will Tye having a little bit of issues right now. Let's take a look at this defensive lineup for our Washington Redskins. You see in the backfield, you got DJ Swearinger, Troy Apke, Adonis Alexander, and Quentin Dunbar. Quentin Dunbar was just extended on a 2-year deal, and Zach Brown extended on a 3-year deal. We posted that earlier in the chat. Here we go, inside the red zone, number 2 to do it in the MBL. First in the NFC, the Dallas Cowboys. They've been phenomenal. He's going underneath. No, he takes a shot deep over the top. High pass, that could have been picked off. He was trying to force feed it to Pettis, who has been a phenomenal part of this offense, someone they're constantly looking for. Came over from the San Francisco 49ers. They just traded for him, but what many thought was a great trade. And he's been performing. If you got him on your MBL fantasy football team, you're balling right now. Pettis has 18 receptions, 306 yards. I'll put it on the screen right now, and 6 touchdowns. 6 of their 10 passing touchdowns has gone through Pettis, and right there, he gets another red zone in the end zone target. Just can't come away with the pass. Watch Pettis again. He was just on a deep post right there on the other side. Let's see if they get him back on a post on this one. Looking over the middle, not there. Nothing's there. Over the middle, not there. There goes Dak Prescott taking up. Playmaker up the field. Nothing's there. He's going to hold on to the ball. Dak Prescott almost in the end zone. Down to the 1-yard line. Expect a QB sneak here. That's easy peasy lemon squeezy if you're the Dallas Cowboys. Ah, the star in their helmet is reflective of the way they play this game. They just seem like they're a level or two ahead of the Washington Redskins defense right now. I formation. Handoff up the middle. Giving it to the big dog. Zeke Elliott, let him eat. So what was the over and under at? 50.5, and a lot of you guys took the under. Well, right now we're sitting at 44 points? Yeah, we're sitting at 44 points right now. I just need another touchdown, and the over's going to hold here. Double A saying Zeke is a cheat code. Holy cow, Zeke baby. I know how that feels, October says. Current owner of the MBL Philadelphia Eagles. Call him a washing machine. Look at that spin move. Uh-oh, 14 already had a big run. Yo, did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear his feet? It was like, what kind of, I'm curious what kind of stride that was. It just sounded funny. Shout out to our guys, Anarchy Beats. I don't know if you checked them out, but they got some really nice instrumentals on their YouTube page. Go ahead and check them out. Anarchy Beats. That's ANARCHY Beats. Check them out. I mean, it's kind of nice stuff. If you got any rhythm and some swag, this isn't for you, Pricey. This isn't for you. Looking to the right side, dangerous throw. That looked like it was picked off, but somehow Paul Richardson Jr. holds on to it. Let's go ahead and take a look at this offensive lineup. We talked about Richardson. We showed some graphics on Richardson and Jamison Crowder last season. That's the big three right there. It's going to be Jordan Reed. As you see it, I'll mark it right here. Jordan Reed. Oh, that's horrible. Jordan Reed, Paul Richardson, and Jamison Crowder. Those are the guys you're looking for right now. If you're the Redskins, in another sack that just you drift left. Have you noticed all the sacks that are coming? They're just drifting to the left side. And right there, that might have made sense because they did have some corner blitz pressure. But you're drifting left and taking a sack. You just can't do that against this Dallas team because now you're in a 3rd and 14. That usually means man coverage. The Dallas Cowboys trust their man coverage in 3rd and long. Let's see if you got something can beat it. Maybe something down the sideline. It is not going to be man coverage. It's zone coverage. Goes underneath. Tries to pick up the first down, tries to spin, and nothing happening there for Jordan Reed. 11 for 15, 163 yards and 2 touchdowns. Usually when you look at an offense that's going like that, the quarterback's playing like that, a young rookie quarterback, you're going to think that's resulting to some type of lead, but it hasn't been the case today as the Washington Redskins have only held a lead for just a brief period of time in this game. Here goes a punt return. Trying to get some space, nowhere to go. Guys, don't forget to check out twitch.tv/MBL Network. If you're watching right now and you've already subscribed to our YouTube channel, go follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/MBL Network. You're going to get bonus coverage, play-by-play action, along with MBL Live Facecam with our MBL Network director. And those broadcasts are already into 250 plus. I think the next MBL Live is broadcast number 252, I believe. That's what it will be. Which is pretty crazy if you think about it. Maybe 253. Here goes the pressure. Too much time. They pick it up. Lob over the top. Pettis got the ball. This is just too easy. Dallas Cowboys into the end zone. They just broke 50.5. I mean, they send a cover zero heat. You run cross drag, and you're able to throw the red route. Think of the amount of time he had in the pocket right there when everybody came. The Dallas Cowboys offensive line, untouchable. In real life, different story. Double A says, this is why I said you can't settle for 3. Well, I mean, your defense has to be a little smarter. Dak Prescott has either burned you because he's had too much time, or you've had great coverage and you didn't contain him. So here's my question to the Washington Redskins defense. You have the athleticism, you can match up, but you're struggling containing Dak Prescott, really. If you play great defense and you don't get pressure to him, he just walks forward first down. Right now, you're just noticing the issue as Paul Perkins doesn't know where he's going right there. He's got a draw. He should just take it up the middle. Instead, he changes direction, tries to find a little crease right here and just nowhere to go. Picks up one. Jamie Collins Sr. Makes the tackle on the play. Let's take a look at Nemo's player card in the MBL. You can find all this on 365.maddenbomberleague.com. He's 34-30 overall record in the MBL. 2 division titles. 8-8 record last season. Trying to improve on that, but it doesn't look good so far as the pressure comes around the sideline, and it's going to be DeMarcus Lawrence, a recently extended 3 sacks. He's balling here for the Dallas Cowboys. What's going on? Hollywood Sports is in the building. Right now you're watching Building the Franchise Washington Redskins episode number 2, and let's just take a look at the upcoming schedule. Just a little peek-see here. They got Seattle Seahawks, 49ers, Dallas Cowboys coming up, then Saints and Steelers. Let's see if they can get it done. Dropping back 3rd and 14, all kinds of time, nowhere to go because no one's open. Everybody has gone down the field. Every route down the field, play action patch seams. What happens then? Then you have a line of defenders about 15 to 10 yards from the line of scrimmage in this cover 4, while every route was covered. All 4 of those seam routes were covered because Z-Star does a great job recognizing the offense and gets himself in a cover 4, and it just really contains this Washington Redskins team. This team went up early in this game for a brief period of time before a kick return, special teams touchdown for the Dallas Cowboys, put them back ahead 21-17, and it's been a 14-0 run here for the Dallas Cowboys here in the second half. The over and under on this game was 50.5. If you got any MBL fantasy football players like Pettis on your team, number 82 on the left side, you've already got yourself a touchdown, sir. He's over here wide left. I formation for the Dallas Cowboys. Zeke Elliott also has a touchdown in this game. If you got him, you're feeling pretty good right now. If you got any Redskins, maybe a couple. Maybe Paul Richardson Jr., he's got a touchdown for you already as well. 9 rushes, 82 yards, and 3 touchdowns for Zeke Elliott. Who's got Zeke Elliott in the MBL fantasy football? It's out in the chat saying, well, I missed everything up till this point. Doesn't look like I missed much from the Redskins. Oh, a little hurdle right there from Zeke Elliott. He's getting cute. He's embarrassing this Redskins team. That's 4 touchdowns for number 21 of the Dallas Cowboys, and that's touchdown number 4. He gets over 100 yards rushing, 41-17. I called an over and under early in this game at 50.5, and I'm going to take a look at the reason why I said that. We wanted to look at the today's matchup. You got the Dallas Cowboys, who are averaging 35 a game. They've already surpassed that. They got 42. The Washington Redskins averaging 28 per game. I mean, simple math right there tells me this is an over 50 game. And the way it started, I said, well, man, it really doesn't get any better than that. Another embarrassing loss here on Building the Franchise for the Washington Redskins. We saw it week 1 against the Arizona Cardinals, who we didn't expect them to lose to. And they lost that game. We got a little timeout right now, some adjustments going on with some rosters. So we'll take an opportunity to listen to some Anarchy beats. And you're probably saying, Bomber, put it on another one. What other ones we got? But this is the one I have loaded up already, so it's easier this way. All right, we are back on the field right here. That is Anarchy Beats, sponsor for this Building the Franchise Washington Redskins. You can check them out. They got some really nice instrumentals on YouTube. Just go ahead and search Anarchy Beats. Shotgun formation. 35 in the backfield. That's Paul Perkins. Rookie, number 8, the great Alan Ritchie from USC. He's dropping back trying to buy time. That's just an unconventional way to drop back right there. He runs back to get time, and the pressure has got to him so much that literally he hiked the ball, ran a play-action read, killed the initial boot part of it, and just ends up dropping back about right here and waits for this crossing route to get over the middle of the field. 29 in the back. Hand off to Geis. Injury prone, spinning and winning, picks up the first down. And if you can take anything from this game, there is Geis, 7 carries, 29 yards. He's looked great starting for this team. Now, my questions are going to arise. They're going to come back to these re-signs. I mean, you got Quentin Dunbar with a 2-year, $10.2 million contract. And then you also have a Zach Brown contract. And I just don't see the progression of these players on the field. I don't know if they're worth these new contracts. There's another big sack there for the young quarterback, Allen Rich. 12 for 17, a buck 84, 2 touchdowns on the day. Drago said I left for 10 minutes and now it's 42 to 17. Yeah, it's been a wild second half. I mean, it was 21 to 17 at halftime, guys. The Cowboys got the ball to start this second half, and they've doubled their scoring production in less than a quarter. They're on a 21-0 run right now, and it's getting quiet there. Watch the left side. I mean, if you got anything on the left side that can get over the top, no, he can't. But he looks at RB over the middle of the field, finds his man Jamison Crowder. And I want to talk a little bit about Jamison Crowder and how great he was for this team. We're going to put his stats on the board right now. You got Jamison Crowder, Paul Richardson Jr. These are the 2 big targets they look for deep down the field. Last season, Jamison Crowder, number 80, 64 receptions, 1,100 yards, 11 touchdowns. He's just been phenomenal for this team. Here we go, back in the end zone. That's a touchdown, 2-stepping and right on cue. Paul Richardson makes a play for this team. Paul Richardson Jr., number 10. Last year, 60 receptions, 1,100 yards, 7 touchdowns. And for some reason, the crowd is still booing. You finally get a score after a 21-0 run from the Cowboys, which is going to take a miracle to get a comeback here. 19 seconds left in the third. You're probably saying, well, they could just milk the clock. Per MBL rules, you're not allowed to milk the clock intentionally until under 2 minutes. 83 up the middle, untouched. He's going to score again. That's why you can't kick the ball up the middle. I mean, it's just unbelievable the amount of blocking that happens on special teams. It's almost to the point where it's worth squib kicking to some of these teams because they get such great blocking on special teams. I mean, he literally did nothing but run straight up the middle right there. I mean, this was his trajectory. Where is the user? It just wasn't there. It didn't make a play. 2 special teams kick returns. If they're not there, I mean, you're looking at a game that's 35 to 24, saying the Cowboys didn't score on those 2 kick returns or those possessions. And, man, that really just changes the outcome of the game. I mean, it's just really insane how easy it is. Anarchy Beats rolling on the floor laughing. Good Lord, squib it is what Brad's saying. I mean, I'm at the point where if I'm playing the Cowboys or I'm playing the Cleveland Browns, I'm going to squib kick probably the entire game and just play from the 40. I think I have a better chance than that because, I mean, you're getting to the 30 as it is. They're returning every kick. It just really seems that might be the way to go to not risk giving up a big, kick return.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
I asked Z for more and he hooked it up. Yeah, he definitely is. Jamison Crowder trying to get back to this Washington Redskins crowd who just seems a little bit more amped up. Maybe some of them took the over as well. And right now you're cooking. 50.5 was the over. Now I might have put that on the Dallas Cowboys. They're already at 49. It's looking like a 50 burger for the Dallas Cowboys. Shotgun, dropping back, looking left side, underneath, finds his man Jamison Crowder. That's 2 touchdown returns, Tim Hamilton, for the Dallas Cowboys today, all on kick returns. Watch the right side, Dotson one-on-one. He's got a nice little release over there if he can get over top of it. He does, he's open, takes the shot, wide open. That's an easy-peasy layup. And at this point, if you're the Washington Redskins, this game's lost. You might as well just kick it off again. And that's a touchdown for Josh Dotson, who has looked very impressive in this game. I can't lie. When I come in here and I'm looking at this offensive group, and I see Josh Dotson, 3rd on the depth chart right there, Crowder, Richardson, Dotson, Reed. I actually start sleeping on Josh Dotson, but he is not a bad wide receiver, and he can get open in press coverage. Here goes 83 again. Let's see if he takes it out the end zone again. Yeah, he does. He's going to run a straight line up the middle, not going to move at all. Once again, and he's free, and he's going to get another touchdown. I mean, that's just ridiculous. That's just so ridiculous. How crazy you just run straight up the middle and you can get it to the end zone. That happened 3 times in this game already. Wild for the Washington Redskins why they won't just squib kick it to this guy or kick it to the left or the right. Why kick it straight up the middle every time? He's doing a middle return, you're kicking it up the middle. You kick it left, you call the kick left, and then maybe he's doing return middle and he's not going to get the same thing. Or maybe it just really is just crazy at this point. Where's the user at? Spin move by number 14. Down to the 24-yard line. Just the up-the-middle returns have been just devastating for this Washington. I'm telling you, if I'm playing the Cowboys or the Browns, I'm just going to squib it. You know? That's just the only way to really do it, to give yourself an opportunity where your special teams aren't going to get burned, because it's just walking the ball up the middle. I'm not even seeing any user ability where I'm like, well, I could get here and stop there. There's nice pressure right there for the Dallas Cowboys. They continue to send the heat. Here we go, trips to the right side. Alan Ritchie under center. Hand off. Guys trying to bounce outside, nowhere to go. 87 total points in this game. Just go up the middle, no spins, no jukes, no cut. Yeah, it's literally just straight from in the end zone. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I tried kicking it left or a little bit left and then trying to use or changing the angle. Just kicking it straight down the center as hard as you can into the middle of the end zone seems to really just walk into kick returns. You got to try something different. You can't just keep doing the same thing, regardless of if you feel it's broke or not. To just keep doing the same thing is dumb. You know, try kicking it to the left. Try kicking it to the right. Try kicking it shorter than less than full power. You know, things like that. You got to start thinking at this point. Oh, spin move there by Geis. Nice move. They're going to meet up with the Dallas Cowboys here in just a little bit, in a couple weeks from now. It looks like. So this is going to be an L right here against the Dallas Cowboys. We knew that already. That's going to be an L. And then they got the Seattle Seahawks, San Francisco 49ers, and then right back against these Cowboys. And let's see what happens next time these two teams meet up, because that's what I'm going to be looking for. Deep pass down the left side, dangerous throw, almost picked off there. Number 24 making a play. Kevin Teague says, what's the most points scored in MBL history? Probably Bananas put up 60. They don't usually really allow that. So, but on special teams kick returns, I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, he's just returning a kick. You really can't control that or penalize someone for returning a kick. Never been a really issue before. Nice pass there by Alan Ritchie over the top, finding Josh Dotson. I'll tell you what, if Josh Dotson hits free agency, people are going to look back at this game and go, man, you know what? Josh Dotson is not a bad wide receiver. He's not going to ask for a lot of money. And he would be a guy that you see, maybe he gets cut or something happens. Right now, he just recently signed an extension for a 4-year deal he has left, puts him in the 30s. But, I mean, people are going to remember this game and say, man, that's not a bad player. He's got the size. He just seems like he's just a little bit more athletic than his stats actually say. Man in motion. It's Paul Richardson Jr. Alan Ritchie, the rookie, 9th pick in the MBL Season 34 rookie draft. Underneath finds Jamison Crowder. He picks up a few. It's going to be first down inside the red zone. This team is the 16th ranked red zone team in the MBL. Here we go looking, left side. Finds his man, Paul Perkins, duking inside. Shotgun formation for Alan Ritchie and this Washington Redskins team. They're currently 3-1, Cowboys 4-0. They're about to fall to 3-2. Cowboys about to improve to 5-0 as there's going to be maybe an offensive holding here. Yes, it is against Jordan Reed. It's going to push him back. First and goal, 3:16 left in this game. Grin said Ritchie's stats are near perfect. Let's take a little bit of a look at Alan Ritchie for this next throw. Alan Ritchie, number 8. He was the 9th pick in the first round of the MBL Season 35 rookie draft, 22 years old, University of Southern California. And out to the left side. Guys know where to go on first and goal. Ritchie's stats are near perfect. this game if he only had some defense or special teams. Somebody already said that in the chat. Half decent special teams. Yeah, Brad, it's been really bad. Watch the little angle route to Geis right here over the middle of the field. See if he can get him open here. He does. Finds him. Picks it up. Geis touchdown. Just a very high-scoring game. The Washington Redskins have not looked bad. But mind you, this is the Cowboys playing a very prevent, just a very loose defense. The defense realizes this game's over, and they're playing a very loose-minded defense. They're not really focused in right now. Let's see what the Washington Redskins do right here. They're going to try to kick this ball a little bit to the left here. Ball's kicked to the left once again into the end zone. See, I wouldn't even kick it into the end zone. Let's see if we can get some user in here. Man, the user in that he has is very slow, and once again, we're going to get stopped here. Because why don't you switch on to 52 and hit A? No pro tips here. He's going to turn everything on aggressive here as the Dallas Cowboys are trying to get out of here. They're up 56-38. This game was won 17-21 at halftime. What happened, I don't know. Well, I do know. I watch it. Special teams from the Dallas Cowboys has been just phenomenal. Unstoppable. Handoff up the middle. Big time hit on 22. He holds onto the ball. That's Mark Ingram. What a great backup to have. Draco says holds breath. I guess you guys are watching the kick return live right now. Bananas put touchdown. It doesn't happen. He does something different rather than kick straight up the middle and then not user anybody and just run straight. So, kudos to him. Still starts at the 34. It always does. Unless you kick it to probably like before that, if you kick it higher with less power, it's not the same timing on all the blocks then, and you got an opportunity. Pro tip. If the 3 returns didn't count, the Skins would be winning. Of course, Dallas would probably score on at least 2 of those drives. Probably all 3. Probably be the same score. It'd probably be the same score right now. Got number 8 in the backfield. This is not Dak Prescott. They're at the 2-minute warning, 1st and 10. I expect a knee out here for the Dallas Cowboys. We have surpassed 90 total points is what Anarchy Beats is saying right now. And guess what, guys? We're going to get to talk to Nemo at the end of this and ask him why he boots it full power up the field. We're going to get to find out. Man in motion. Hand off up the middle. Mark Ingram. Nowhere to go. Redskins shouldn't call timeout here. This game should just be kneed out. And it should be GG's around the board. And the Washington Redskins will fall on the season as we went into this one. Let's take a little bit of a look at today's matchup. We went into this game. They were 3-1. They're going to fall to 3-2. They still maintain 28 points per game. They're actually going to increase on that as they scored 38. The Cowboys going to go up on that as they scored a whopping 56 points in this game. Phenomenal. Their offense looked really good. I mean, we didn't get to see them as much because the special teams was pounding in touchdowns. Injure someone with the star on the helmet. October's playing the game within the game here. The one where you just, at one point, it just becomes how many people can you injure. If we actually did have stats on that, who has injured the most people, I wonder who would rank in those top 5. I feel like Tout and October do a lot of injuring of players. Even Pricey has injured a lot of players. Tout says Nemo going to be pissed. Well, we're going to find out. This clock is winding down. Here's going to be one more knee out. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, Anarchy Beats. On YouTube, they got some really nice instrumentals, but pricey. It's not for you. Let's take a look at Nemo. Oh, man. Well, he's got 2 division titles. He's got $1 million smile. And he lost by about $1 million. So, if you do the math, it wasn't too bad, I guess. I guess it wasn't too bad. I'm going to take a look at this Redskins recap right now. Just because I want to take a look at some of the stories around this defense too old. I can see that. Contain Elliott. That didn't happen. He had 4 touchdowns. Darius Geis leading the way. He showed some flash this game. Richie's showing signs of improvement. I'm still on board with that. So, I mean, if I look at this right now, I'm going to say check mark to this, check mark to that. I agree on this as well. And this, I'm still the question mark. 4 touchdowns he didn't contain. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? We're going to get a call in here from Nemo in just a second. Davis and Crowder, 8 for 131. Oh, it's time to move on. Let's hit the second overlay. It's time, week 5 live review. And we'll wait for Nemo to go ahead and give us a call in right now as we're listening to Anarchy Beats on YouTube. Check them out, A-N-A-R-C-H-Y. Just how you spell anarchy and just how you spell beats. There's no Z, it's an S. And they got some nice instrumentals. Royalty-free music. Draco and Bob injure a lot. And we should be getting a call in from Lil Nemo. I might have missed it already. If I did, Nemo, just go ahead and give us a call back. This might be the toughest call of his life, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot of questions. We got a lot of questions to ask, and he's calling in right now. We got the owner of the Washington Redskins live on the phone right now. What happened? This is a tough loss.
Wow.
I mean, at what point, at what time do you kick the ball off and you decide, let me kick it to the left or the right or shorter? You don't have to go full power straight down the center every time. Especially when obviously the blocking is lining up, negatively impacting your team here, right? Did you recognize that at any point during the game, or did you just say, you know what, I'm not even thinking here, I'm just smashing A because I just scored?
Truthfully,
yeah,
just smashing A here.
And are you smashing A? Because if you're smashing A, you might actually be saying you're kicking it left, but you're kicking it straight. What are you doing?
I mean, maybe I just need to start bombing it one way or the other, because obviously this down the middle instinct is not. That didn't turn out too well today. I don't really want to talk about that. I think I'd rather talk about what the rookie did. How about Alan Ritchie?
Well, we'll get there. Okay, but here's my issue, and I'm going to put it on the screen right now. You don't want to talk about that, obviously. I understand. But my question is, you know, I'm checking out your schedule. We got Cowboys coming up in week 8. So it's going to be an issue. It's going to be talked about. Bleacher Report is going to talk about, what are you going to do different? Are you even considering squibbing it against this Cowboys team? Because, I mean, it really is a sad situation when you see Alan Ritchie look so good, but yet you are so far from even coming close to being in that game at one point in the second half that you look at this great game and it just seems lost and wasted.
Well, right. With 3 touchdowns, I'd rather onside kick it, right? Like, I'm not gonna. There's no way that continues. This game, it was a little.
You mean squib kick it, right?
That was lucky. I mean, onside kicking, they're not scoring a touchdown right away. So I mean, squib, yeah, but.
You mean because it was a blowout? That's why you're saying onside. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, obviously, if it was a close game, that wouldn't be legal to onside kick it. No. Gotcha. Okay.
No. Yeah, but at that point, you know, it's like, okay, he got 1 touchdown, was lucky. He got 2 touchdowns, that's on me. And then when it's 3, it's like,
it's really on
that's far beyond on me. That needs to change. And that's not going to happen again. That's
100% on you even more, because like if you would have kicked it one time, he burns you, right? And then you did it again, he burned you. And on the third one, you did something like you kicked it to the right and you kicked it not as full power, and then he got it again running straight. Then I would say, well, what can you do at that point? That's just really unfortunate. But when I'm seeing the same thing with the same results on the same run,
man,
I'm looking at this smile right here. I mean, I got you on the screen right here. I see this smile right here.
Right now, dog.
And a lot of these Redskins fans want to punch you in the face, man. What are you going to say? You're 0-2 on building the franchise, and we got another game coming up this weekend. I mean, is it nerves? What's going on? Is it just bad juju here?
Yeah, it's a little bit of bad juju. I can guarantee that's not going to happen again. You could throw.
Well, how do you
Cowboys
want to
up there
guarantee
again.
this? Do you want us? And I'll pull up the schedule right now. Are we going to guarantee it by putting you on building a franchise this weekend against this Niners team right here?
Yeah, you can.
Because if we wait any time and we get to the Cowboys or the Saints or the Steelers who are playing great or the Rams who got juice or the Browns who got no chance playing that, the Giants are going to be hot. I mean, it just seems like we got to go against Darth Ben, huh? Is that how we're going to get this W and kind of break this cherry here?
No, it doesn't have to be Darth Ben. I think it could be anybody. It was a fluke game, I think. We'll correct it. It's not going to happen again. I promise.
All right, let's see if anybody in the chat's got any questions for you right here. No comment. Doesn't want to talk about it. Don't blame him. Nemo wasn't ready. Fool me. Can't get fooled again. Saturday night, George Bush skit. All right. Anything to say about that game? Josh Dotson actually looked good.
How about that offense, man? We were rolling real well. They have such a good run.
Do you think you were rolling at one point? I mean, here's my thing. Here's my concern, and this is being as open-minded as I can about what's going on here in Washington. I know how the Dallas Cowboys play defense, and at times where you did look good, it was very soft, game is over kind of defense. You did have a couple good drives, but in key situations where you needed to stay in field goal range, you were taking sacks. You were going from 2nd and 3 to 3rd and 14. You can't do that. You got to stop drifting left and drifting back. You have to start stepping up. And if you get sacked stepping up, or you're rolling out the pocket and you're going to either pass it or go, that's another thing. But drifting back into the left, you know, DeMarcus Lawrence had 3 sacks on you, all because you just walked back and changed the angle and you didn't allow your offensive line to block.
Exactly. I mean, Allen Ritchie's supposed to be a pocket passer. There's no reason he should be flowing out that much.
Yeah, and a lot of times that took you out of field goal range. And I think that drastically was part of the avalanche that was the quick 21 points he put on in the third quarter.
Yeah, I believe so the transition from Greer to Ritchie has been interesting, and I would say that Ritchie has huge body, and you know he reminds me of Big Ben type stature. He's big, slow. He needs to stay inside the pocket and make those throws. Like you said, they had some soft coverage towards the end, sort of garbage time, you could call it if you want at that point. But I think he can make those throws in a real-time game.
It was garbage.
I think he can make those throws.
No, so. I think I saw a lot of positive things from the offense, but I'm not going to take any of that away. I mean, as someone being unbiased to the situation, I'm rooting for these Redskins, but I got to be honest with you, man. I'm not going to take any of this from this game and say it was anything. I've already seen the stats. It looks like Richie's playing a little bit better. I've already seen that. But this Cowboys game, in certain situations, there was 2 key plays in which you took a sack that put you out of field goal range, followed up by another sack that put you even deeper, and that was because you were at the 46-yard line. You had just taken a sack. And my mindset was saying, just run guys the ball right here. Get to the 40, kick a field goal. You tried to pick up the first down, and you had a guy coming across the field on a post. He got jammed up, right? So he lost his separation that he had, and then you threw it anyways. My point is, you're risking a lot that might not get you anything, rather than taking the safe play, which you could have just ran a draw up the middle or something up the middle of the guys, picked up 3 or 4 yards, and boom, you're in field goal range, and you probably would have picked up 10. You would have had an easy field goal, picked it up, got points on the board, and kept the confidence with your offense. Right there, I kind of lost confidence in the offense, and I don't know if that was a turning point of the game because of all the other things that happened that were really unrelated to offense or defense. It's just, I look at that and I'm just thinking, I'm thinking to myself, Allen Ritchie got to be a little bit smarter as he progresses. But he is a rookie, 9th overall pick. We saw him on the screen just a little bit ago. Big shout out to you. Appreciate you coming on here talking to us after the game. Any final thoughts? We're gonna get you because the Niners say that you can't beat him. So we're gonna get that game this weekend. I want that game. I need a W because I think we need to get over this hump. I think you're gonna be able to knock off a big team this year. But it's not going to happen until you just get comfortable playing on this big stage. And I think we'll get it this weekend. We'll be looking at, for those watching, Saturday, December 1st or Sunday, December 2nd against the San Francisco 49ers. Are you in? Are we doing that? We down with that?
Oh, I'm far beyond down with that.
All right. I'm sure that should be an easy dub. Now, if you blow that like you blew the the Cardinals.
There's no if about that.
I mean, it's going to be a real sketchy road. Appreciate you coming on. Appreciate everybody stopping by. This was episode 2, building the franchise, rebuilding the Redskins. Any final thoughts there, Nemo, since we got you on the line?
We're changing things. Yeah, we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys in a few weeks or a couple weeks, and
hey, before we got out of the first quarter, I looked at the score, and I'll put that on the screen right now. We take a look at the today's matchup. It was you're averaging 28 points per game. He was averaging 35. I set the line at 50.5, right? Total points.
Right.
A lot of people took under, and it went almost to 100. Crazy.
Yeah, I would have taken the under on that too, but that's how things go. So dice roll,
I mean,
right?
even if you take away the special teams, it's still way over the 50.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this was a high-scoring game. Your defense, you know, the question was, are they too old? You know?
Too slow.
Too slow?
Old.
I don't know. And you're resigning some of these guys, and I'm thinking, Nemo, we can let some of these guys go, and if they really have any value, you can bring them back in free agency. But I don't understand the Zach Brown and Quentin Dunbar right now, just because Dunbar's obviously an aging corner, and Zach Brown is a 30-year-old middle linebacker that isn't a superstar. So his regression is going to take him into that plateau that's, well, he's still kind of fast, but he's not as fast as he once was. Yeah, let's hesitate on assigning some of these guys. That would be my only thing right now. Rebuilding the Redskins, if you think he needs to make a big trade before the trade deadline, let us know in the comments below on this video. Nemo, how many trades you got left in the NBL? You still got a trade, right?
I do, yeah.
He's still got a trade left. It might be time to pull the trigger and make a big move. The Redskins will find out next this weekend. We're going to be pressuring him to do it in the chat and see if he can make a big trade, make a big move, and kind of change the season around. You're going to say he's 3-2, man. How? Well, look who's #1, and look where he's at. There's the distance. Let's see if we can close that gap. Next time, Nemo, appreciate you stopping by. That was Nemo,
thank you guys,
the owner of the Washington Redskins. He's gone. Anarchy Beats in the building. Appreciate you guys. This is the last comment I'm going to say about that game. That was crazy. And that was a blowout. And that's over. Episode number 2. We'll see you this weekend. We out.